Hello everybody and welcome to the data download for the Promised Neverland Feature Festival. It's finally here and I'm quite excited. I'm pretty happy with the lineup. It's not quite 100% what I expected, but it's pretty close. There's a few decisions I maybe would have changed, but other than that, I'm very happy. Sprites look good and I'm excited to share it with you all. Let's start off with the new limited. The new limited Emma. I'm definitely going to be summoning for her. I don't quite have enough rubies right now. I'm surprised I'm even close, to be honest, because Katekyo Human Reborn cleared me out. But with a bit of saving and a few campaigns they've put on and stuff, I've been able to save back up just a little bit. So maybe I'll get lucky and they'll give us a bunch of rubies and I'll be able to get her without spending too much money. My only hope that they're going to give us some rubies is because this seems to be a very, very popular event. Possibly because it is lined up with the anime release, the Season 2 anime release, which is not covering a lot of the stuff that this event is covering. And I think some people are not a fan of that decision by the anime staff. So they see this in the game and potentially are quite happy about that. I don't know if that's going to translate to loads of downloads or whatever. But, you know, it's an event that was voted for by the fans anyway. So hopefully they are quite generous. But very excited to have a chance to pull for Emma. The standard gacha, as I predicted, Norman, Ray, and Yugo. I'm not going to be able to pull for all three of them. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But I probably will buy the ticket. So I'll get at least one of them. If you're wondering about the ticket is down here. So this ticket is 1960 yen. And you get 150 rubies and one of these tickets every day for 3 days for a total of 450 and free tickets. And on the first time you summon with these tickets, you are guaranteed one of those 3 units. And then the other 2 times you summon, there's a chance you get one of those 3 units, but it's just a random unit. So don't get your hopes up too much. But the first one's guaranteed to be one of those 3, which is very, very nice. To be honest, I'm really hoping for Ray. But I'll take any of them. I'll take any of them if we're being real. It's nice to get stuff for free. As for the other Promised Neverland stuff, we have this event which is going to introduce people to the story of the series, and you can see the past Promised Neverland events featuring in that. We have this event. This event drops a farmable item which can be traded in for Minerva's notes. And that's a gacha. That's a free-to-play gacha. And that gives us a bunch of free-to-play goodies. Now, something to note about this gacha. So you earn the item to trade in for Minerva's notes. You summon with Minerva's notes to unlock these rewards. And you can see this question mark here. So that translates to certain characters. I don't know if it's hiragana. I think it's certain Japanese characters. Hiragana. It is hiragana. And that is supposed to spell out something. So it is spelling out a message that William Minerva has left for us. And we have to figure out what that message is. And there will be a reward tied into that. I don't know if I can show... I should be able to show that, actually. Yes, I can show that. Okay, so as you can see, you have to earn all of these characters, and you have to work out what the message is, and then you'll have to submit that keyword into line to receive a reward. It looks like it's like a wallpaper or a stamp or something. I don't think it's anything particularly interesting, but maybe they'll give us some rubies as well. Sometimes they do just do that, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's talk about the Promised Neverland event characters. So this is the daily event, the Gracefield House daily event. Clear this every day to get a bunch of rewards. You're also going to have to do that for certain missions, so make sure you clear it once a day. We have our first event unit, which is Sonju. Transcendent class event. I think you saw if you looked at my predictions, I was kind of thinking he'd be a legend summon. Although I will say there was a much more obvious choice for a legend summon that didn't cross my mind. And then Sonju, it's fine with him being playable, I think. I think it makes sense. So, cool to have him. Transcendent probably means he's not going to be the best in terms of skills, but you never know. You never know. Next up, we have Luvus, who is also a Transcendent. But that one is a little bit misleading because although he is a Transcendent, he also has a Catastrophe stage. We've had this in the past, and it has been pointed out to me that these characters, typically speaking, are not too bad. They normally have pretty decent skills. And it makes sense for him to be sort of a Catastrophe, but also... I don't know, like, I guess they didn't want to do two separate actual Catastrophe stages, because they were only going to release one limited. So they've released two events. One of them isn't a Catastrophe, but it gets a Catastrophe stage. It's whatever. It's just another way to give him a costume, an aura costume. You can see the purple glow around him there. So that's nice. Next up, we have Lucas, who's also a Transcendent class event. We have 3 Transcendent class events here. I have a feeling that's because it is a fan-voted for event, and because it is an event that they think will bring in some new players, they probably want to have some easy content for them to farm. And this will be easy content for them to farm. Kind of cool that Lucas is going to be so easily obtainable free to play. Though I am a little bit disappointed that because he's a Transcendent, he might not be very good. But, you know, it is what it is. And the last farmable we have is, I believe is it Baryon? I've never heard it pronounced, actually. I've only ever seen it written. I think it's Baryon. And he is an actual Catastrophe class stage. He will be countered by the limited Emma. And yeah, it's cool. I like having 2 challenge stages to do because it means it's going to be stuff to do on stream and something to test out my new characters on, of course. I can't complain. Generally speaking, in terms of this event, other than the fact that we've got the 3 Transcendent classes, which is a bit weird, if you consider the fact that Luvus is probably going to be slightly better in terms of skills, more similar to like Gentle Criminal was when he came out, or characters like that, then okay, so you've got 2 Transcendents and essentially like, well, essentially a Catastrophe and a Catastrophe. So I guess I can't complain too much. I'm pretty happy with the character choices as well in general. Too mad. Now, that's basically everything from Promised Neverland, I think. We've got the 2 defeat gacha, which is how we know that both Ray and Norman are yellow type, which is kind of cool because you can use Ray, Norman, and both versions of Emma in the same team together, and they all are yellow, so they all work together. Which is pretty cool. If you ask me, it's pretty cool because a lot of the time it doesn't work out like that. And for these characters in particular, it makes a lot of sense. So we know that they will both be yellow. I probably won't summon on either of these gacha. But if you are interested, I mean, Ray's gacha is slightly stronger there because even though Norman's has a few quite nice newer units, it's still got the older Tyson Maeda. Aimi, very, very strong unit as well, so your decisions at the end of the day. We have the boost gacha for the item I mentioned before that we trade in for Minerva's notes. These are the characters that are going to be boosting that. I think there's actually another image of the characters that boost it. Let me see. And here's some more boost characters here. You can see a few event units in there as well, which is nice. And yeah, here's some of the rewards you can get from this event as well. See some rubies in there. We like rubies. And of course, we have the monthly tickets, which I mentioned in a previous video. We're going to be getting about 30 of those a month, so make sure to pick those up and get your rewards. Is that it for Promised Neverland stuff? I think it is. Other than the free Emma, which I think I mentioned. are very happy that she's free. And the daily ticket gacha, or not daily ticket gacha, sorry, the event ticket gacha, giving you a chance to get Emma, Norman, or Ray. Very, very nice. Next up, we have a Saint Seiya event reprint. Don't know what this is about. There's probably a reason. I don't know what it's for. It seems a bit weird timing because the schedule leading up to the anniversary is kind of tight as it is. I mean, you're going to have the Promised Neverland stuff, which is over the course of 2 weeks. And during that time, we're also going to start the countdown to the anniversary. So unless Saint Seiya somehow ties into the anniversary, this seems kind of odd. This seems kind of odd. I don't know what this is about. The banner order kind of suggests that it would be starting quite early on during this feature festival, but that could be misleading. I don't know. But yeah, Saint Seiya, the newer standard gacha units getting a reprint there. And we also have a special limited banner, 3 of the best limiteds to counter the Genkai Battle Saga, which is cool, and 4 of the best standard gacha units to counter the Genkai Battle Saga. Very cool. However, you may want to refrain from summoning on those gacha, because there's some even better bait gacha right around the corner. Let's start off with the red bait gacha. This is the countdown to the 3rd anniversary gacha. We will get, in theory, 1 a day over the course of 4 days. So there's 4 gacha. And you will have red, green, yellow, blue. I would assume this will be the last 4 days before the anniversary. So this would be the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. Probably to be announced on the 23rd or the 22nd. So this essentially the 2nd week of the Promised Neverland event. And you can see some very good units on there. The recently buffed Yamamoto on there. We have Yugimoto, who is of course a very good unit. We have the double tap Luffy and Ace and the copy Itachi. And the first multi on this gacha will be free. Very, very nice from the developers. I appreciate that. They have also done the same on the green banner with the recently buffed Odin, Kaioken Goku, Spirit Dive Yuno, and KCM Naruto. Another very tempting gacha. Odin, slightly less awful than he used to be. Very, very nice. Then the 3rd gacha is the yellow one. One thing I'm noticing is a lot of recent units in here. Luffy and Ace only came out in January. Naruto only came out in January. Gotenks came out in December. The blue one has the oldest. I think Bobo Pachinosuke is the oldest or the youngest one there. It's like 2-3 months ago. But still, a very, very nice gacha here. And I will be interested to see if anybody can get lucky on the free multis. 4 free multis. 1 each day, or 1 on each gacha. If you get very lucky, you can get a very good unit off of this. So, good luck to everybody. I hope we can all get at least 1 decent thing out of this. Other than that, is there anything else we need to cover? I don't know. Obviously, the Saint Seiya stuff also comes with a ticket. We've got the ticket for the Promised Neverland and the ticket for the Saint Seiya. I love these tickets. These are the best ones. So, probably won't buy it for the Saint Seiya event because I'm only missing Shaka. But for Promised Neverland, yes, definitely. This is a White Day event ticket. What? White Day sale pack. There we go. And you have a choice of a number of, a selection of popular male 5-star characters and 1,000 rubies for 4,900 yen. Not really worth it to me, but if you're interested in one of those characters, I suppose you could go for that. I personally wouldn't spend that much. This is the other Promised Neverland ticket. These ones are more expensive. You are getting more for your money. But if you're choosing which pack to buy, absolutely buy this one, 100%. If you're going to spend money on the game, buy this pack. And we've also got these sales which have like just started, I think, or they're starting like tomorrow, and this is to celebrate a year anniversary of Limit Break. And these packs are, I mean, if you care about Limit Break, they're okay. Most people probably don't spend your money on that. It's probably not a good idea. And let's take a look at the Legend Summon. William Minerva. I cannot believe it didn't even cross my mind to have him as a Legend Summon. It's so obvious. It makes so much sense. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. But he is here. He is going to be a Legend Summon. We don't have any info on him here. I'm assuming based on the fact that we have no info on how to get him yet. And we also have new stamps being added. We actually have a lot of new stamps being added. I'm wondering if this is either a tower event or this somehow ties in to the Minerva's Notes event. I don't know, but just know that all this stuff will be coming. And while I don't personally use the chat stamps, I think these chat stamps do look pretty damn good. So to finish up, let's have a look at the sprites, because the sprites are quite nice. Let's start off with Emma. The updated sprite looks really, really good. Really, really good. The gun feels out of place. I know she uses it in the series. It just feels out of place, especially on her sprite. But it's fine. It makes sense in the story, so we'll go with it. The Norman sprite is really good. Obviously, spoilers if you're not that part of the story or whatever. This is pre-time skip Norman. Very important change they've made between the anime and the manga is that this is like the last moment we see Norman in the manga for a very long time, and in the anime for not such a long time. Don't know why they made that change, but hey, it doesn't really matter to me because I've read the manga, so I'm fine. Ray, who I'm really hoping I get from the ticket. I don't mind getting any of the others, but I really want Ray. He is my favorite. I love his backstory. I love his role in the story. I really want to get him. Again, the gun feels out of place, but that's fine. That's fine. We have Yugo, who, to be honest, we don't like. I've seen a lot of people point this out on Twitter. You've not really seen Yugo in color that often. There's been a few color pages he's shown up in. That's about it. He's not in the anime. He's just not there. So it's cool. It's cool to see him. He's not like my favorite character or anything, but it's cool to see him. And we have Luvus with his... I don't know what his little friend's called, but he looks adorable in Jumputi at least. I don't know how adorable he looked in the actual series, but looks great in Jumputi. And he's obviously got an aura costume, which is going to look a little bit washed out because of how this picture reel looks, but still, it's kind of cool. I mean, considering he's going to be pretty easy to get, the aura might be a little bit harder, but still very nice. And then we have Baryon, who I think actually has a very nice sprite. I did kind of worry about the demons maybe not looking very good in the Jumputi style, but this is a very nice sprite, dude. This is very, very nice. And of course, he has the aura costume. And the blue looks, in my opinion, it looks better than the purple. But that's just my opinion. And then we have Sonju, who, again, a very, very good sprite. It seems that Mujika will somehow appear, possibly as a part of Sonju's like win animation or something. Because her sprite does exist. We have seen it in one of the preview images for the event, but she's nowhere to be seen in the event. The last time we had that was actually, I think, with Gentle Criminal, and La Brava shows up in his win animation, so I'd imagine it'll probably be the same here. And then, last but not least, we have Lucas. Looks a little bit funky in the Jumputi style, I've got to be honest. It looks a little bit funky. But he's a Transcendent, so that's fine, because we're probably not going to use him that often. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Pretty much gone over everything, I think. Tell me if you're going to be summoning or not in the comments. I'm quite interested to see, because we are so close to the anniversary. Do any of those bait gacha tempt you? Do the Promised Neverland gacha tempt you? Oh, I don't know. I'm definitely going to be summoning for Emma. I can't resist. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.